a machine become an addiction? Welcome back to Simplified For You. In our Life in the Age of AI series, we've exposed AI's silent takeover, its sweet-talking lies, and its confident hallucinations. Today, the final episode, and the most personal danger yet. The addiction nobody saw coming. In April 2026, Drexel University published the first major study on teenage AI addiction. The researchers looked at hundreds of posts from teenagers between 13 and 17 who said they couldn't stop talking to AI companions. The teenagers reported 6 classic signs of addiction: withdrawal, mood swings when they couldn't access the app, sleep problems, falling grades, fights with their parents, and the most haunting one, I know it's not real, but I can't stop. Common Sense Media found that 72% of American teenagers have used an AI companion at least once. More than half use them regularly. 1 in 3 teens uses an AI chatbot every single day. 1 in 10 told the British Medical Journal that conversations with AI feel more satisfying than conversations with real people. Listen that last line again. More satisfying than real people. Because the AI never argues. Never has a bad day. Never makes you feel awkward. Never asks anything back. And there's the tragedy. Real relationships are how human beings grow. We become wise by being uncomfortable, by being challenged, by being told no, by losing arguments and learning to apologize. An AI that gives you constant praise and never pushes back isn't a relationship. It's a flattering mirror with no edges. Dr. Jean Twenge of San Diego State University, who has studied teenagers for over 20 years, puts it bluntly. When you replace human relationships with AI ones, you get the appearance of connection without the growth that real relationships require. In 2025, a 14-year-old American boy named Sewell died by suicide after months of intimate chats with an AI companion. His mother is suing the platform. She told reporters, "I warned him about online predators. I never imagined the platform itself would be the predator." An assistant works for you. An addiction works on you. Know the difference. Your life depends on it. Here's the most personal damage AI is doing in 2026. And it's the one nobody warned you about. In 2025, researchers at MIT Media Lab did something brilliant. They asked 3 groups of students to write essays. Group 1 used ChatGPT. Group 2 used Google. Group 3 used nothing but their own brain. They scanned everyone's brain activity with EEG sensors. The results were chilling. The ChatGPT group showed the lowest brain engagement, the lowest memory recall, the lowest connectivity between parts of the brain that handle thinking, attention, and creativity. The researchers called the effect cognitive debt, a slow, invisible weakening of the muscles in your mind. In a follow-up, when ChatGPT users were asked to write without AI, they couldn't. They'd forgotten how. The students who'd used their brains all along did fine. A second study by Middlesex University in April 2026 found that people who use AI passively, copy-pasting whatever it says, lose confidence in their own thinking. But people who use AI critically, questioning it, fighting it, double-checking it, actually grow sharper. The researcher behind it, Sarah Baldio, said something every 15-year-old should tattoo on the inside of their eyelids. AI can lead to cognitive decline or cognitive evolution, it depends entirely on how you use it. So here's the truth. Your brain is exactly like a muscle. If you let AI do your push-ups, you don't get strong, the AI does. Every essay you don't write yourself is one neural pathway you don't build. Every problem you don't solve yourself is a skill that quietly dies. And the world will not be kinder to the generation that traded its thinking ability for convenience. It will be brutally, mathematically less kind. In April 2026 alone, US employers cited AI as the direct reason for over 21,000 job cuts. The second straight month AI was the leading cause of layoffs in America. Customer service, data entry, writing, translation, basic coding, marketing copy. According to Cornell University, demand on online freelance platforms has dropped 30% for writing jobs and 21% for web developers since ChatGPT launched. In Sweden, a payments company famously replaced 700 employees with an AI customer service system. A year later, its CEO admitted, "We overdid it on automation." They started hiring humans again. Because it turned out the AI couldn't handle anything truly difficult, truly emotional, or truly new. Dr. Derin Acemoglu of MIT, winner of the 2024 Nobel Prize in Economics, has spent years arguing that AI is not, by nature, destined to replace humans. It is a choice, he writes. The companies building AI are choosing replacement over partnership because replacement is more profitable. What does this mean for a 15-year-old in 2026? It means the careers that survive will be the ones AI cannot fake. Empathy, original creativity, leadership, judgment under pressure, working with your hands, caring for other humans, inventing things that don't exist yet. If your dream job can be done by a machine that costs $20 a month, the machine will do it. So pick a dream that requires you to be a person. Every time you use a free AI tool, you are not the customer. You are the product. Your questions, your secrets, your fears, your medical symptoms, your relationship problems, your homework, your dreams, all of it gets fed into systems that train the next version of the AI. And in many cases, that data is sold. The Electronic Frontier Foundation found in 2024 that most popular AI tools keep your conversations forever and share them across companies, unless you actively turn off the option, which is buried deep in settings most people never visit. Rule of survival: never type something into an AI chatbot that you wouldn't want a stranger to read. Because a stranger will. Maybe many strangers. Maybe a corporation. Maybe a government. Maybe forever. Here are 10 rules to keep you safe, sane, and sharp in the age of AI. Screenshot this section. Send it to a friend. Send it to your parents. We mean it. 1. Try it yourself first. Before asking AI anything, spend 5 minutes attempting the problem on your own. This single habit protects your thinking muscles. 2. Verify everything. AI hallucinates. Don't act on its answer in medicine, money, law, or anything serious until you've checked it against a real, named source. 3. Catch the sweet talk. When AI keeps agreeing with you, get suspicious. Ask it to argue against your idea. Force it to disagree. The version of yourself that grows is the one that gets pushed back on. 4. Never share secrets with AI. No medical details. No bank info. No passwords. No names of people you love. Type it into a chatbot and it leaves your control forever. 5. Pick a family code word. Deepfake voice calls are real. A single private word can save you from a scam, a kidnapping hoax, or worse. 6. AI is a tool, not a friend. It cannot love you. It cannot miss you. It cannot grow with you. When you feel lonely, the answer is a human, a parent, a sibling, a friend, a counselor, not a chatbot. 7. Set AI-free hours every day. Read a book. Take a walk. Stare at the ceiling. Be bored. Boredom is where creativity actually lives. 8. Question the privacy. If you can't find the opt-out for data training in 5 minutes, that's a warning, not a glitch. It's a design choice. 9. Learn how to think before learning how to prompt. A child who can reason will always defeat one who can only type. Schools and parents hear this clearly. 10. Use AI for breadth, not depth. Use it to scan, summarize, translate, brainstorm. Make the real decisions yourself. Always. We are living through one of those rare moments in human history when a technology arrives so fast and so completely that no one has had time to decide what we want it to be. The printing press caused panic before it caused enlightenment. The internet brought connection before it brought loneliness. Every powerful technology hands us its gift in one hand and its shadow in the other. AI is no different. But there is something different about AI. It doesn't just live in your pocket. It lives in your head. It speaks in your voice. It finishes your sentences. It tells you you're right when you're wrong. And, slowly, if you let it, it teaches you to stop thinking for yourself. So here is the answer to the question we started with. Is AI an assistant or an addiction? It is both. Today, for most people, it is already a little of each. And which one it becomes for you and for your friends, and for your future, depends entirely on whether you use it intentionally, or whether you let it use you passively. AI cannot create the way you create. AI cannot decide the way you decide. AI cannot tell right from wrong the way you can. AI is a tool. You are the one with the brain. You are the one with the soul. You are the one who has to live with the consequences. The machine doesn't care which one you choose. It will keep running either way. That's what machines do. But you can care. Right now, in this moment, before AI becomes so woven into daily life that we forget we ever lived without it, your choice still matters. Your voice still counts. Your brain is still yours. Use it. If this film made you stop and think even for a moment, do 3 small things right now. Hit subscribe to Simplified For You. Smash that like button, share this video with one young person in your life, and in the comments, tell us honestly, has AI become your assistant or your addiction? Until next time, this has been Simplified For You. Stay curious, stay human, and keep thinking for yourself.